Folks, after a long time, I'm going to be talking to you some of the most important things about the seventh chakra opening and also normal human living and why there is so much suffering in humanity. That's what I want to talk. It's a long video. It's going to be a long video, I think. Let's begin without wasting any time. One of the reasons why I start off talking to you about seventh chakra is because of a comment from a Tamil viewer of my video. He said, after watching the Tamil video called about Kalki Avatar and some new information about Kalki Avatar, the Tamil version. It's entitled differently in Tamil, but there is a video in English as well about Kalki Avatar and new information. That viewer, okay, before I say anything about this, just because I'm quoting that viewer's comments does not mean that I'm ridiculing that friend. Neither I am opposed to his views. I just want to bring out the ignorance in people's mind, how it came about and why it's dominating so much. So please do not feel bad about him, or whenever I talk about somebody's comments in the videos, please don't feel bad about it. It's just for information to bring out some truths and also the ignorances. Okay, let's begin. He said after watching that video that I'm a biggest fraud and whatever I'm saying is a lie. So I asked him, could you please tell me why do you think so? And he responded saying, in that video, the first thing you say about that the seventh chakra was opened, that's a fraud, that's a lie. He said he has done extensive research and also he went to some Indian Hindu temples and he knows what is the opening of the seventh chakra. So I asked him, has the seventh chakra been opened to you? And he didn't say any response. I assumed that his seventh chakra was not opened. But he said, I've done extensive research and there are people called Naga Sadhus in North India. They are also called Aghori Babas and so on. They completely put vibhuti on their body and they go naked. And the Aghori Babas eat human flesh. And he said, they are the Shiva's incarnation. And they have done extensive tapas, that is meditation, and they opened the seventh chakra. And that friend also told, only God can open the seventh chakra. And nobody with seventh chakra opened will come before the YouTube and say that my seventh chakra has opened as you are saying. That's his point. And I asked him to go to my spiritual experience videos in Tamil and watch them. I clearly said that my seventh chakra was opened by an energy which is beyond human mind, because he was insisting that only God can open the seventh chakra. Even then, he was so strong in his idea that my seventh chakra was not opened, because he has done some research and he strongly believes only those Naga Sadhus with all the vibhutis in their body are people with seventh chakra open. I don't know whether I talked about the power of the thoughts. He is so strong. That thought that he has done the research and he visited the temple, he has concluded that so only so and so, only certain kind of people, their seventh chakra has been opened, and for nobody else. He has a strong thought. So this is what I call ruled by the thought. This is extremely important what I'm going to say. Please listen. When somebody says, I belong to this religion, they are being ruled by the thought that that person belongs to that religion. If you say that I'm a liberal or conservative, you are ruled by the thought. Instead of you ruling the thought, you are being ruled by the thought. And the thought dominates you, completely prevents you being open-minded and receiving new truth, new information. If you are ruled by a thought, never ever receive new information. You will always oppose. There is a state in the human mind where there is no thought ruling you. Every thought, including your name, your body, skin color, or your religion, or your language, any attachment is a thought. I will give a link to one of the videos that I published almost like 3 years back, 2018, I believe. Almost 3-4 years back. There, I clearly explained scientifically, just like people get addicted to drugs, and some people to drinking, others are ruled by the thought that I should be famous, I should accumulate money of wealth after wealth, and so on and so on. They're all ruled by the way such various thought. That doesn't mean that you will not earn money. You need to earn money to make your living. But at that time, if that thought is not ruling you, and if you are ruling the thought that I should make money, you will not do any harm to anybody. I'll talk about that in a minute. There is something called attention in your mind. It's well known. You all can experience it. And neuroscience people have done quite a bit of research on that. That is the one which processes all the thoughts. When you're doing some work, and if something else, some other thought comes up, then your attention moves from one thought, from your work to that thought. And that is the attention that I'm talking about. That attention, when it is not ruled by, when the attention is not ruled by any thought, That attention is God's presence in you, in the human body. That's what I have found. It has no description because it cannot describe itself. To describe itself, it needs language. But that one does not have a language, doesn't have a name. Your name is just a thought given by your parents and also society around you. Without that, that attention has no information about your thought, who are your parents, and so on. When you are totally at that level, not being ruled by any of the thoughts like I'm a conservative, I'm a liberal, I'm a Democrat, I think only democracy can bring peace in the world, and so on, so on. At that stage, there won't be any division in your mind based on your religion or color of the skin or by any kind of division. There won't be there. And that stage, you will love everybody. Love is not expecting a reward. I'm talking about the unconditional love. I've talked in many videos about the difference between unconditional love and love, real love. Unconditional love and the attachment people have towards their religion or their ideas, the system, country, and whatnot. In that state where no thought is ruling you, you are in a state of unconditional love because there is no thought dominates you. But you will not be able to know that that thought is full of love. You can experience the fact that other people say that you have tremendous amount of love. That love is towards each and everything in the world, not to a specific group of people belonging to your religion or your country or your conservatism or liberalism and so on and so on. Anyway, I thought of mentioning this. Not being ruled by thought, living not by ruled by the thought, but you rule the thought. You select the thought, and when you do that, you will not do any harm to other people because there will be unconditional love inside you. Anyway, this gentleman was ruled by the thought. I know for sure. I have done extensive research. The Naga Sadhus are the only people whose seventh chakra has been opened. He is ruled by the thought. If you are ruled by the thought, you will have no open mind. I told him, have you watched my videos? I never said that I opened the seventh chakra. There is an energy beyond human mind that opened. There is another very, very important difference between what happened to when my seventh chakra was open. That is, that golden light entered into my subtle body through the seventh chakra. Instead of I'm doing the tapas or meditation, bringing the Kundalini Shakti from bottom up to top. That's the difference. I've also explained very clearly in earlier videos that in some of the Hindu temples, especially the Shiva temple or Kartikeya or Muruga temple, they pour 3 kinds of liquids on the statue of their god, Shiva or Kartikeya. Chandan, Kungum, and milk. These 3 denote 3 divine lights, as I've been talking. The white light, red light, and the golden light. which is figuratively, symbolically represented by the Chandan Abhishekam. According to them, actually they don't know what they're doing, why that habit is there, that Abhishekam or worshipping that particular way of doing it. The fact is that for those divine beings, those three divine lights enter from outside inside to inside their body. Immediately don't please think that I am claiming to be a divine incarnation. That's only a thought. If we have that idea, that's only a thought. I'm not promoting that thought. And that gentleman who commented also said, those whose seventh chakra were open, they will not come before people through YouTube and say that my seventh chakra was open. They will be wandering just like this Naga Sadhus and Aghori Babas. They will be somewhere wandering, eating human flesh. He strongly believes that's only then, only for them the seventh chakra is open. Folks, this is the result of being ruled by a thought. In your life, realize what are those thoughts that being ruled by. You are being ruled. Whenever mind, a thought rules, there is always an opposite. Mind can only think in opposites. Whenever there is a liberalism, there is always the opposite, conservativeness. If you are a Christian, there are non-Christian. If you are ruled by the thought only democracy can bring good to the people, you are opposed to, and there is an opposite called communism, socialism. As long as these divisions exist in your mind and also in the minds of the humanity, there won't be any peace. You can see what is happening in the world at this point. People are polarized by this kind of thought. And there's a quite good possibility that more and more trouble will be coming upon humanity because of this division, polarization. Also, you cannot seek the truth. I told you that. I have been saying that very clearly. Why? Because the mind cannot think beyond itself as a thought. Mind cannot think beyond the five senses and through various thoughts that it has. That's why so many religions, so many divisions. So folks, what is the reason why the human beings are suffering now? Of course, there are people who have accumulated a lot of wealth, well-being. They may think that I'm very happy. That's not truth. What you have is money, but not the peace. Everybody is afraid of something or other. Most of the people are afraid of what happens after death, especially those who are approaching my age, about 60, 70. They're afraid of death because that's a big unknown. That's why they go to they just attach themselves to various religious studies, yogic techniques, and so on. Truth cannot be sought. It has to come to you. It will happen without your knowledge when all your divisions are removed from you, when you are not ruled by any other thought. You know what happened in the world right now, in the humanity? There are many religions. They are really serious about their religious attachment. But one thing, the humanity has lost, and that is this. There is something called soul or Atma or whatever, spirit or whatever, of all these avatars, Rama or Krishna, Jesus or Buddha, and so on and so on. I was told in Bhagavad Gita that Krishna told Arjuna, when Arjuna was hesitating to kill Bhishma, the granddaddy of Arjuna, he showed his Vishwarupam, that is, I am everywhere, in every human mind. So, the one who is killing is me. The one who is being killed, Bhishma, is me. The one who is asking you to, pushing you to kill is me. I am everywhere. I am everybody. If that is true, why Hindus hate, dislike Muslims in India? Don't they realize that according to Krishna, the one inside Muslims, or for that matter Christians, is Krishna? Why do you hate them? Can any of the Hindus can answer this question? The same way, take Christians. Christians go and convert people from other religion to Christianity. Though some people have taken it as a big task. They think that they are doing some service to Christ. But what they have forgotten is that spirit inside the Christians is same as in everybody's body. Then what is the need for converting them? How do you know that what your mind thinks is what Jesus told? I was told that unconditional is the main point of Jesus Christ's teaching. What is the need for the division that I'm a Christian and he is not a Christian? He is the son of or daughter of a devil because he worships some statues and so on. Don't you Christians worship the image of Jesus Christ? Even people really don't know whether that's a real form of, real figure of Jesus Christ. Even then, you hate others who don't worship, who don't have a faith. Some people will say, especially the New Age people will say, every path leads to the same God. Okay, understand. Will you go and worship, if you are a Hindu, will you go and worship Jesus? Will you go to church and worship Jesus? Will you go to a masudi, worship Allah? Will you let a Muslim come to your Hindu temple and worship you? In fact, there was a big problem when one of the Muslim person, he is by name, he is a Muslim, but he was very devoted to Vishnu, I was told. He went into one of the Vishnu temple, and the priest totally threw him out, made a big fuss about how can you come inside Hindu temple, you being a Muslim. That's what's happening around the world. That's why I'm saying the humanity has lost the Atma or the spirit of all these avatars. What they have in front of them is the figure that is dead. Krishna, the form of the figure of Krishna or Rama is not there anymore, except in your mind and in your statue. Same way, Jesus Christ's form is there only in your mind. That figure is not alive. That's why even if Jesus Christ's second coming is in a different form, Christians won't accept it because they are expecting in the same form he will come back second time. They think that he has taken the body to heaven, the same body of the first coming. He has taken to heaven and he will come in the same body. It is scientifically impossible. Nobody can take their body. But Christians strongly believe that, yes, it's not possible for others, but it is possible for the only Son of their God. Let me tell you, Jesus is not the only Son. Everybody, in everybody, there is divinity. And that's what Christianity said. You're all gods. I was told that's what is written in the Bible. Then why people are hating Jews? Why Jews are hating some of them, not all, hating Christians? Why there is so much problem between Muslims and Jews? Because they are the thought. You are not a Jew. You are not a Christian. You are not a Muslim. You are not a Hindu. You are not a Buddha. You are just a human being when you are born. You came to this world with just that attention that I was talking about in this video. To that attention, you have collected all kinds of your thoughts, and those thoughts are ruling you and dividing you. And that's the cause of all this problem in the world. Unless that is understood and all these divisions are removed, the mankind will go through tremendous difficulties. When I said that, one of the viewers of English video said, "You are a Rakshasa," while we are all praying that there should be blessings and love among people, you are cursing the people to suffer. I'm not cursing the people to suffer. The people have cursed themselves to suffer by their thoughts, by being ruled by various thoughts. Folks, that's what I want to talk to you. So, be open-minded. Be ready to get rid of all your thoughts which are ruling you. Till then, there is absolutely no way that the humanity will be peaceful. You may be peaceful, but as long as your neighbor is not peaceful, there will be always a danger. That's what I want to talk to you folks. If you have any questions, please let me know. We can discuss about it.